Greetings everyone, hi guys and welcome. Capricorn, this is your reading for February 2018. We are using 4 of these cards and then another 2 decks underneath to extend the messages and clarify things as well. January had 2 full moons in it, one with a lunar eclipse on the 31st of January. February has no full moons, so we have an interesting start to the year. The new moon on the 15th of January, which is sort of right in amongst all your birthday time zones, seemed to be a very powerful day and is set to, or has been said to set the tone for a lot of emotional pathways and energies as we move into the rest of the year. So Capricorn, let's see what's in store for you guys for February 2018. Your first card is the 6 of Wands. Your next card is the Hermit. Your third card is the 9 of Swords, and your fourth card is the King of Cups. The one major arcana in there, the Hermit, and I can tell you, I have not seen the Hermit come out in a reading, I don't know for how long, months and months and months. I don't even know if it came out during last year. So we will shuffle these a little bit. They are a little bit more difficult to work with because they are quite large cards. This is for Capricorn for February. Hostilities, but it's reversed. So the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. Anxiety, wow, you know, sometimes the cards seem to partner up so poignantly that it's very, very interesting. This card up here literally means anxiety in the tarot deck as well. The door to value. And let's see what the fairy cards have to say. Let go, perfect timing, flower power, that's happened before too, and vegetarian. This is very interesting, this line here, but we'll get to it when we start the reading. We are working through the rows, or the columns rather, we are working through the columns, and we start on the left-hand column with that 6 of Wands. So as we move into this line with the 6 of Wands, the reversed hostilities and the let go, they do all sort of make sense. And you know I don't do reversals very often, so I have agreed after a little bit of jiggery-jook in one of the readings that when a reversed card would come out, we would deal with them. The 6 of Wands is a very successful card. It's about triumph and accolades and success. Now I have seen this card turn up literally when there are things like exam results coming out and people having passed those results. So for any of you who have sat exams and have results coming out, congratulations on your successes. There can also be other things such as a job application and having a success with that, a promotion within a company. Because of the Wands, it quite often is oriented towards our career path or our creative resources in life. So sometimes this can be new creative passion coming into your life, or also being rewarded or recognizing or being recognized for a creative endeavor that you may have undertaken. Some of you could have become published musicians or writers. There could be that type of thing going on as well in the background, or you might be making a forerun in something along those lines, or even opening a business that has a creative background. You might have opened a new photography business or a filming business or something along those lines. Now the hostilities card reversed is actually a good prognosis, because what it is suggesting is hostilities around you that may have been here are subsiding and just falling by the wayside. For whatever reason, they may have been worked out or resolved or have been mediated upon or just dissipated. Now sometimes this is celestial or cosmic energy that is taking place that is allowing this to happen. You might have been through a whole period going for a long time, maybe months into last year, or maybe even a year or more, where you've just found like you were banging your head against a brick wall, and things that you were doing or saying or people around you were either negating you or your ideas or your abilities or your opportunities. It was like, grrr, what's going on here? But it's like the wheel has turned. Now, what it does suggest, this card, is it can still be a little bit slow, but the tide is changing and the hostility should be dropping off. And I think with it tied in with that Six of Wands, it enables you to know that there is positive victory coming. So it could be in many areas of your life, you know, personal friendships. If any of you have been through periods where you've been bullied or harassed, or people have made jokes of you or fun of you or not supported you well enough, this should all be starting to abate and turn around. And I guess you can thank your celestial helpers as well as yourself. So also, it will be a little bit too about how you're behaving, how you're handling situations. Maybe you've gained some extra self, not control, but some extra insight and some extra strength. You know, maybe you've become that Capricorn determination and thinking, no, I'm not taking that from people, so back off and get out and watch out. Don't treat me like that. You know, there's a whole lot of things that could have happened. And the Let Go card at the bottom, it says, as you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. So when we are being, you know, a little bit mistreated by others, or we're forced into situations that we don't want to be, we often do find ourselves trying to control either the outcome or a new you know, direction around it. So by allowing this all to ebb away and fall by the wayside, you're allowing galactical or celestial forces to help bring in these new energies of prosperity and success and victory. So I think for you guys, that very first column is very powerful, and one that perhaps you can focus on as the month rolls through of February, and actually it will take you further into the year as well. I think these readings for February have proven to me that there are many messages in here that are almost highlighting how the month is going to go, how the year is going to go ahead. If we look at the second line, and we have this hermit who has not been out for such a long time, and then we have the sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron, and that chakra is the third eye chakra in between the brow, and then we have perfect timing. This is so interesting as well. The hermit is often considered a recluse who has spent some time alone. Now sometimes he gets to that position because he has been unhappy, or he has been forced there by hostilities or events in his life that have made him think, oh, really? I need some time out. I need to contemplate what the hell's going on. So when he spends time alone, he finds this illumination through the mind. He finds a cathartic type of soothing or energy connection to the higher realms, to understanding his life's path. It's considered a very esoteric spiritual evolution card. And then beneath it you have Archangel Metatron, who is one of the highest vibrational angels with the pure white light, and it's coming to him through the third eye. Now the third eye is where we obtain all our clairvoyant messages, our connection to the psychic, to understanding messages from spiritual realms, to becoming more engaged in spiritual activities and celestial events, like connection to your spirit guides, your angel helpers, archangels, synchronistic events, timing and occurrences. And then down here we have perfect timing, and it says this is the right time for you to move forward. So you'd been perhaps in this hermit stage for a while, kind of contemplating what was it in life you needed to do, or how did you want to connect, or how did you want to grow and evolve, and what direction were you going. Now these can be at esoteric levels, but they can also be at the physical or the job perspective or relationship perspective, many of these. And you've got the perfect timing card, and you've also got right next to it, let go. So let go of the old. You're moving into something new, Capricorn. So allow this connection to reverberate within you and around you. Feel into what's out there on the table and what's offering. Don't be afraid of the changes, because often when things change, we do feel a certain amount of anxiety or worry, because that's the natural human tendency. And Capricorns, you do often quite like to have set boundaries and rules. But when change comes, of course, our rules and boundaries often have to be broken and new systems and formats put into place. And this is possibly why this anxiety card and the Nine of Swords have turned up. So if we come over to this line, the Nine of Swords is often feeling a little bit worried or tense. It especially can occur at night when we're trying to sleep. We can be suffering from insomnia, also bad dreams or nightmares or night visions, being afraid of the dark, being afraid of our thoughts at night, because often that's when that mind chatter takes hold and, frightens us with the dreadful prospects of something horrendous going wrong. So we come to understand that we're self-tied when we live in anxiety, because that's what these ropes are. You feel tied up. And this card here with the anxiety beneath, it's a really important time to understand that it's how we think about the situations and what we do ourselves that can help remove us from the pain of anxiety. If we extend our thinking out and move away from ourselves, and so you can either spend time helping others or giving to others or connecting outdoors with nature or exercising is a very good thing as well. Any time you spend away from your trapped in routine or your mindset and allowing yourself to be feeling not so much about yourself but feeling more about other things and thinking about others, your anxiety levels immediately drop. It's just the way it's made. Anxiety only comes about when we're focused too inwardly on our own fears and worries, and we project them all around ourselves. So by allowing yourself to meditate, exercise, eat well, also involve yourself in herbal remedies or naturopath remedies, a good diet, all of these things will help shift any periods of anxiety. And it is up to you to take hold of it and to be the boss of it and to run it and shift it out of your life. Let go of it, for now is the perfect timing to remove this anxiety from your life under your own control. This, a strong message in itself. We come to this last line and we see the King of Cups, we see the Daughter Value, and we see Vegetarian again. So another last message for you about your diet and possibly exercise and what you're putting into your body, which will help nurture you and move you forward. But these two go really well hand in hand. This King of Cups may be someone new coming into your life, possibly a new employer or something along those lines. He could be a sort of a middle-aged man and possibly a water sign energy. He often is quite passionate about something. For some of you, he could be a new relationship at the personal level, and for others, he could be more associated somehow with your finances or your career because of the Daughter Value underneath. So he could be, as I said, a new co-worker, a new employee or a new employer, or it could be someone you are contemplating going into business with. One way or another, he appears to be associated somewhat to the money situation in your life. Now, this Daughter Value is most definitely pointing to exciting new beginnings where expansions of work or money are concerned. It says perhaps a new opportunity is totally unexpected, or perhaps it's something you've been working toward for quite a while. Either way, keep your eyes open for this new beginning to appear in your life. Know that anything you value may be open to you now. Remain conscious and creative and get ready to step through that door. And somehow I think he may be associated with it. And maybe food is also associated with it one way or another. Perhaps some of you are even contemplating new business opportunities or ideas that work in and around the holistic side of life. Who knows, that could be an opportunity. But this is a wonderful positive omen here, and I think it does bode well for your financial credits, if you like, over the month of February and moving ahead. It feels like more money might be coming your way, either through this door that's opening, which can be for a lot of you career, and for others of you it's some other way that the door is opening, perhaps investments or money coming to you in the gift of an inheritance, or even a gift or a windfall or something. And as we say, the last card, a new way of eating gives you more energy, greater health, clarity, and stronger manifestation abilities. So what better way to finish off the reading than a really positive, upbeat card for a reading that is already very, very powerful and helping you to understand that hard times, if you've been through them, should be moving on. And there are opportunities here for you. And you seem to have come to some road of understanding on your spiritual journey where you are enlightened a bit, or where you are being activated. And yes, you have the personal choice to eradicate fears and worries. And perhaps that's because the door to money or value is opening. So wonderful reading, Capricorn. I trust you have all really enjoyed it. I love it when you leave your comments. Please sub the channel so that way you won't miss any future uploads coming. And if you want a reading with me, just follow the link below the video and we can get that organised. So have a wonderful February ahead, and we shall see you in March for the next reading. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Much love. Namaste.